Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yugioh here, and welcome to another episode of Yugioh Card Battle. Why I still have this up here, I don't know why. Delete that, press enter. There we go. Salute of cards, 290 cards. Oh my god. Anyway, like I said, welcome to another episode of Yugioh Card Battle. Last time was Phoenix Chain versus Breakthrough Skill. Of course, Breakthrough Skill got the win because it's a more versatile card than Phoenix Chain, but both cards are still very good cards. But next up on the chopping block, we have Forbidden Lance versus Forbidden Dress. Two very good cards in the game. Both with really no bad tendencies towards them. There's normally good cards, may sometimes have some bad tendencies towards them. That could be in the negative if used wrong. And I don't know where that voice came from, but we're going to go discuss about these two cards and find out which one is really the best one to use in terms of just its effect and everything. We're going to try to look at every aspect of both of these cards and just see which one is really the best option for you to be using in your deck. So let's start with Forbidden Lance, which is the elder of these two cards. Forbidden Lance, I forgot when this card came out. I believe it was the pack before I think it was Return of the Duelist Lance came out. I don't remember. That just shows you how well I pay attention to the cards and packs after they come out. But Forbidden Lance is a quick play spell card that allows you to target one face-up monster on the field until the end phase. It loses 800 attack, but is unaffected by the effects of other spell and trap cards. Forbidden Lance pretty much has been a staple at least two for many decks, and sometimes even three. It's pretty much been a replacement for cards like MST and even some decks. I know I've replaced MST with this card in some of my decks because it works out a lot more better. Forbidden Lance will help you protect you from cards such as the lovely Bottomless Trap Pole. As, you know, Bottomless sucks ass, especially when you summon a monster and they go Bottomless and you're just not in a happy mood. Forbidden Lance will help protect you from that. You can use this card very defensively as well as aggressively. It's actually pretty cool. One good defensive tactic, of course, is when you're summoning a monster. Like I said, they go cards like Bottomless Trap Pole. You get Shame Forbidden Lance. Now, your monster is safe and they lost a Bottomless. Sucks to be them, wouldn't you say? Since the monster loses 800 attack, normally that would be a negative tendency. But the fact is you can use this aggressively and offensively and turn it into a positive thing, such as lowering the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and run over them. This is a great idea for cards such as Dracoiba, Black Mishra, the Blue Flame, and even Flameful Fire Dog. I think there's other cards that may have similar effects like that, but those are the top three that people actually use. Now, another thing you can do is protect yourself from cards like Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, stuff like that, and really help you out. Now, this thing could be like a double-edged sword because your opponent can do the exact same thing to you, and it can be quite annoying at times, especially if you're playing against decks like Down a Rabbit, where they can protect and log you from cards like Dark Hole, and they still have both materials, so they can just negate any summon that they want, which is really stupid. But Forbidden Lance pretty much has been a staple, and it's a really damn good card. It really does help out a lot. And that minus 800 attack can really help out in tough situations, especially if you need to take out a monster. And only time you really should use Forbidden Lance if you get Mirror Force and you're attacking a monster is if you know that your monster is still going to be strong enough to defeat your opponent's monster. Anyway, next up we have Forbidden Dress, which is a brand new card, came out in Abyss Rising, so it's still basically a new card. It's not like Cosmo Blaze are new, but it's still new. Just like Forbidden Lance, it is a quick play spell card that allows you to target one face-up monster on the field until the end phase that target loses 600 attack, but it cannot be targeted or destroyed by other card effects. Sound like my voice is about to go out there for a little bit. Anyway, Forbidden Dress will stop any effect, monster, spells, and traps, and it cannot be targeted. Normally, effects to say this card cannot be targeted are normally null and void when it comes to cards like Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Bottomless Trap Pole, and yes, for the people who do not realize this, because I come across this many times, that people go, well, Bottomless targets. See, it targets my monster when it's summoned. Bottomless is not target, kids. Go look it up. Go look it up if you do not know. It is on the wiki. it does not target. So stop doing that, please. It's annoying. Anyway, the fact that it says it cannot be destroyed by other card effects really bumps it up, and also it protects from cards like Dimensional Prison and Compulse, which is something that Forbidden Lands already does. And it adds to the awesomeness that Forbidden Dress is, because it gives a more versatile look to it. It's more versatile. Now, the downside of Forbidden Dress is not as aggressive as Forbidden Lance, since the monsters only losing 600 attack. And the 200 difference can mean a world of difference, and when it comes to two monsters battling out to see who can win. Which is why some decks, like I said, some decks are better off using Forbidden Lance because of the 800 loss. But in terms of just effect-wise, Forbidden Dress has a really good effect, and it takes the good aspects of both Forbidden Chalice and Forbidden Lance and combines them together. And the only reason I don't have Forbidden Chalice up here is because no one really uses Chalice. Chalice does stop monster effects, but no one really uses it, and it's a card that's not really as good as these two cards, so I just left it out. So anyway, out of these two cards, which one really should you be using? In my opinion, Forbidden Dress really takes the win, because it's the more versatile card. Yes, Forbidden Lance reduces the monster's attack by 800, 200 more than Dress, and that can, like I said, can mean the world of difference when it comes to a little match between two monsters. But at the same time, Forbidden Dress is more versatile. It stops every effect, monster spells and traps, which could be a very, very good thing when it comes to protecting your monsters, and it's a much more better card in terms of just things you can stop, which is really, really nice. Because not only does it stop targeting, it stops destruction, which is really, really nice. You just can't be as aggressive with Dress as you can with Forbidden Lance. And I feel like Dress right now is kind of under the radar. It's like an underrated card. Not a lot of people are really using it, or some people may have not noticed it. It wasn't one of the high-end cards from Abyss Rising, which is kind of sad. It's a really good card, and I feel this card is going to gain a lot of popularity pretty soon when a lot more people start noticing it and seeing it. Because right now, all we're looking at is Forbidden Lance, which is like the big sister of Forbidden Dress, and Dress is kind of like the little sister, who's kind of in the shadow of her big sister right now. But I feel that Dress will eventually come out of that shadow and go above Forbidden Lance. So anyway, give me your thoughts on, like, your opinion on these two cards, on which one you would use, Forbidden Lance or Forbidden Dress. Me personally, I still use Forbidden Lance, but I am starting to cross over to Forbidden Dress and trying it out a lot more, and I've been liking it a lot. And some of my decks that use Lance are kind of switching over to Forbidden Dress. So anyway, like I said, give me your thoughts on the two cards, which one would you use, and also in the comments leave suggestions for other episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Battle. They don't really have to do the same thing. They don't have to be similar. They can be the most oddball comparisons ever. It doesn't really matter, because this is really just for fun and for entertainment value, as well as getting a little info out. But you know, this is really just having fun. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and bye.